EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Philip Dorsett by himself. The 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Taken in at the 3.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdes-Scantling.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. Up to the task and force the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Yellow, yellow.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
some breathing room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Hey, come on, come on, come on.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got room. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
He's going to keep this again. Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football, just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there, ends up getting spilled for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Raiders pick it up. Room here to run. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
The score, Raiders 17, Chiefs 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As we all know, Kansas City loves speed at the wide receiver position. And Marquez Valdes-Scantling, he's averaged over 17 yards per catch for his 4-year career, and he runs a 4.37 40. With Patrick Mahomes as his quarterback, expect that speed to translate into big shots downfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And on that last pass for Patrick Mahomes, he tops 20,000 career passing yards. And, of course, this is a guy who came to the league in 2017. So to get to 20,000 so quickly, the only question now, where's the ceiling? Is it 40? Is it 50? Is it 70, 80,000? We will wait and see. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Chiefs are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
43!
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are once again back in front.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's Myers again with another catch. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. 13. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. This, they'll try the option left side. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here we go, here we go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. In motion left comes Brown. On 2nd and 2, Garoppolo under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Jacobs going to try the middle. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down and 7. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. That's on the guard, David Edwards. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11.
On second down, Jacobs. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 21, 21.
On first down, Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's McKenzie. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here we go, here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Wait.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment, Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
21.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Here we go. Wait.
Here's Jacobs from the gun, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
And now here's another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
65.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, now Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And able to complete it to Moreau. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. It's tough to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
One, Omaha.
Garoppolo on first down. Oh, the slant connects with Davante Adams. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Garoppolo again. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final try now for Garoppolo. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Chiefs, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next.